Hi everyone, welcome to this latest episode where I'm going to be taking you step by step through an upper body push workout. This session will focus solely on exercises where we primarily use the muscles of the chest, the triceps and the shoulders. However, as you're going to see, when done correctly, these exercises will also demand a lot of coordination and activation of the lower body and the core. And as the saying goes, focus on movements, not muscles. So here you can see the design of the workout. We start with a bench press where you're carrying out 5 sets of up to 5 repetitions. You then move on to an overhead dumbbell shoulder press where you're looking for 4 sets of up to 8 repetitions. You then move on to an incline dumbbell chest fly, and that's 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. And then you finish with a tricep of press-ups, crucifix, and tricep kickbacks. And you carry all of these out for 3 rounds. So, starting with the warm-up, the best way to prepare for an upper body push workout is not by going for a 10-minute run. It is important that you think about the biggest movements you're about to execute for your workout and create a warm-up that reflects this. In our case, we're going to be doing a bench press, overhead press, dumbbell exercises, and we require shoulder stability for that. And so the warm-up is done in the following way. We start with slow-mo repetitions. This is a really important aspect of the warm-up. You start with an empty bar. If a 20 kilo bar is hard work for you, start with a lighter 10 kg bar. But otherwise, you start with your 20 kilo empty bar. You get into the bench press position by carrying out this routine. Eyes in line with the bar, 5 points of contact, which are the back of your head, the back of your shoulders, the base of your hips, and both of your feet. Even hand grip, so that's using the lines on the bar as a guide, so you know that you've got an equal weight distribution between your hands. Locking the elbows to take the bar off of the rack, and finally hovering the bar over the center of your chest, establishing balance through your wrists and through your shoulders. Once you've carried out that checklist, you're then in a position where you can begin carrying out your lift. Once you are ready to carry out repetitions, take a deep breath in, brace your core and bring the bar down towards your chest for 5 to 10 seconds. So you need to feel your way through every inch of the movement. You can fire the bar back up quickly once you make contact with your chest and carry out 5 to 10 repetitions of this. So Dr. Dan Cleather refers to this as greasing the groove. So you're conditioning the pathways of your nervous system so that when you carry out this movement explosively with heavier weight, you naturally take the bar through this same trajectory and you produce a cleaner lift. Once you've done this with an empty bar, you can then add a small amount of weight to the bar and repeat these slow-mo reps. Only this time you're coming down for 3 to 5 seconds rather than 5 to 10 seconds. And by gradually increasing the speed of your repetitions, you're ramping your body up for what will eventually be fast explosive reps. So you're now well placed to move on to exercise 1, which is the bench press. So we've done a warm-up version of the bench press, now we're ready for the real thing. So hopefully you have at least a rough idea about what your lifting capabilities are. If you don't, you can carry out a test by lifting a moderate weight as many times as possible and then plugging your numbers into a 1 rep max calculator. And you'll then be able to see the weight that you need to work at in order to lift for 5 repetitions. So for example, if I was able to lift 72.5 kilos 8 times, it means that my 1 rep max is 90 and my 5 rep max is somewhere between 75 and 80. So in this scenario, I would carry out my first working set of 5 at around 60 kilos. It would be difficult, but it would be achievable and I would know that it's not near my maximum for 5 reps. So that's what your first working set should look like. Your next set would then be something like 70 kilos, third set 75, and then some playing around with your final 2 sets either continuing at 75 if it was too difficult, or slightly increasing to maybe 77.5 or 80 kilos if you feel like you can go that little bit further. So it isn't the end of the world if you don't reach 5 reps. Okay, this is just about finding your true limitations.